All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to another Clearmud live stream. Hope everyone had a great weekend. How we doing today? So, we're going to do a little troubleshooting at first. Let's make sure we're live. And also, let me know how my sound is. Let me know how the video is. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Well, I can't help but feel like the sound and my mouth speaking are not aligned. Let me know if that's not the case. If it's just something on my end. I went ahead and moved that Scarlett audio interface and then this Shure mic over to this main streaming desk. Kind of rearrange things around a little bit. And yeah, so we have a nice slow Monday start. Then we're going to get into vibe coding with Fable. Over to this main streaming desk. Kind of rearrange things. Okay, it actually looks good now. Yeah, so we have a nice slow... There we go. Yeah, but if you guys notice any weird technical glitches today, just help me out. Let me know. Mute tab. So that should be good. Hard refresh. Perfect. Uh-oh. I don't see messages for some reason. Okay, should be good now. Let's see. Sounds off how? Out of curiosity. Like, just volume? Hopefully we're good now. I can't pin your comments. Should be able to pin them moving forward. Let's see, test. Yeah, now we can pin them, which is great. Yeah, and let me know if you hear any like background noise or anything like that. As always, I'm going to start off the live stream just to let you all know that the Labs OS waitlist is open. Worked on it a bit over this weekend, but this weekend was all about migrating my OpenClaw, my daily OpenClaw and Hermes Agent systems, which were on this M1 Max for a very long time. I finally got a new piece of hardware. Seemed distant. Still seem distant? What's up, Sharma? How we doing today? And I gotta say, the migration for OpenClaw, it wasn't as seamless as I would like, but we got it working. Now, I made the mistake of, once everything was working, I was like, shoot, I want to rename. I should have just reinstalled Ubuntu at that point, or created a new user. But nevertheless, because I was being nitpicky about the name and I misspelled one word in the host name, I wanted to change things. And that just caused a few little issues that I had to work through that gave me another 2 hours of work, I would say, on Saturday. And then Hermes Agent, it was technically quicker, but it was easier. Or let me rephrase that. So they both took almost the same amount of time, but Hermes Agent was easier. It was more hands-off. Because all I did was I gave my main agent profiles on each system SSH access to their new VMs on that machine, and they handled most all the work. I had to intervene at some point for both of them, but man, it was like, it was bugging me and I had to do it. And the OpenClaw system, I still have to make one minor change, but the fact that everything's operational, I'm leaving it that for now, and then I'll do that next weekend. To be honest, I don't want to have to do that again. It's just essentially where it placed the OpenClaw directory. Now that's just a matter of making sure I never forget and it doesn't confuse config related changes and updates down the road. That's the main thing. All right, we're gonna push this landing page live today. We just sent out our first newsletter today. Let's do a hard refresh. Because why not show? Okay, we had some people unsubscribe. That's fine. click to open rate 8%, open rate 16%. Not bad. I mean, this sent off at, what is it, 2 hours ago? So, hey, not bad at all. But nice little updates. What to expect moving forward with our newsletter. All right. So I can go there. And let's actually, before we get any work done, let's see. Hopefully Wednesday is a GPT Codex 5.6 day. We'll see. I'm already labeling it waiting room because I'm guessing it would be released tomorrow or the day after Fable gets pulled from Anthropic subscriptions. So today and tonight and tomorrow morning is when I'm going to be doing most of my Fable work. I saved a lot of my usage, anticipating that, because I am going to record one video where we finished deploying GEO Extension, which was a domain I've been squatting on and an extension idea that I've had. I just kept backlogging and I thought, ooh, this would be great to build completely with Fable. So last Thursday's video wasn't the most exciting, right? But it just shows you the building of the prototype, and now the next one I'll probably take a few hours to record it. We're actually going to push it to production. We're going to set up Stripe. We're going to do everything to make it a fully functional SaaS product, and we're going to do it all with Fable 5, and then of course Opus 4.8 as the fallback, whenever possible or necessary, to help save inference from our weekly usage. I exhausted my Fable and Olama tokens this weekend, so I ended up in an abandoned quarry, which now has become a pool with a crate. Hey, that's a blessing in disguise right there. Would you have found this abandoned quarry if you still had tokens? Would you have gone out? No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see what else. This is going to be one of two videos this week. Where's those resources at? This one here. Interesting. That's not loading. And it looks like that's not loading either. I had my executive assistants work on this overnight. Just waiting for Discord to pop open here. Okay, they're going to get on it there. Also, in other news, we opened up the Discord. Went ahead and created this new link page. And it just has all of our main links, but this is how you can join the Discord now. You can find that in the YouTube bio below. Just a fun little simple vanilla landing page. Kind of like a tree link, if you will, but nevertheless, click this link. And with a few quick steps, you're in the Discord. All right. I'm at 95% of Fable, but you get % off if you buy extra usage. Nice. Okay. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I actually still have an extra, I want to say it's at least 200, maybe even 400 between two accounts of extra usage from the last time. So I hope it's still on my account. It should be. Have a feeling I'll be using that. I have not. What is this AMD lunchbox? Oh, lunchbox size PC for AI. Yeah, we did hear about this. Is it available yet? I remember hearing about this one here, this form factor, but I don't know if it's available yet. And hey, how we doing today? Welcome back. Happy Monday. All right, agents are fixing those pages there. Not fixed yet. And let's see. Oh, maybe before we get started with ideation here, let's go check out SoulClaw. And also, I was prepping a roast thumbnail. Let's see. That's too funny. I'm not sure why. I guess I should have started a new thread. But we can remove both these logos, essentially. Put live up top. And then I want to do something different here, obviously. But this is just a rough draft for the thumbnail for our Monday roasts, which I think will kickstart next week. Or not next week, the following week. Because next Monday is our last day of the boot camp. But we have our resident OG. Well, I mean, we have a lot of resident OGs now. But Derek updated SoulClaw and was generous enough to give us some credits. So I kind of want to test this, shall we? Initial thoughts. This logo, nice direction. Have you thought about making it more symmetrical? So I know this is a smaller version, so I can't really, okay. Don't mind the blurriness. That's just me magnifying the shit out of it. What if this was more symmetrical and then you alternate, kind of like, now I'm not saying like, I don't like it. I think it's great. I just think these 3 dashes create too much like little noise in the logo, right? What if it was like one of those two-face logos to where it's a symmetrical mask, but then each side of the mask is a different texture or a different color or a different, you see my point? I don't know, just thinking out loud there for the logo, but I love the direction you took it in. I would say match, you know, if you're going to use that as your brand color, maybe adjust the coloring on the rest of the landing page and then give it more of a yellow orange highlight instead of this anthropic clay almost looking color. They took credit away on your account. No. Let me go check my main account here. They probably took credit away on the account that I canceled. Let's see. Usage. Yeah, they took it away. Wow. Did they announce anything about that? What bastards. Excuse my language. Like, really? Come on. I think there's a term for that. Next week at Micro Center. Nice. Nice. Yeah, exactly. All right. So let's do a quick member sign in. Oh, I love how you did the custom domain. So are you using Convex for this one? Okay, I kind of want to fuse. Open fuse. Forge. Let's see. What if we did a Oh, I never entered the code yet, Derek. That's why. Voila. There we go. I love that. Dude, you... What's up, Mr. Baker? Welcome back. How we doing? Yo, what's up, Aura? Welcome back. No, hopefully I answered it. Yo, technically no. We're gonna start that, I think, not next week, because next week is our last day of the boot camp on a Monday. But I started to put together, this is just rough draft, obviously we got to remove some of these elements, but I wanted to create this like template for roasting of me just like either looking shocked or pointing and laughing at a blurred screen. And ChatGPT decided to put in this mindful web app screen. Today's more so about ideation, putting some finishing touches on the bootcamp curriculum. We are checking out SoulClaw because this is something I just want to test really quickly. And Derek here in the community has made it. But if we have some time, I'll check out the project sharing at the end of the episode for sure. Today we have Portugal playing though at noon. So I am going to be stopping the stream in about 2 hours. All right. Future Forge. I'm trying to figure out who I want to blend. I feel like I would want to blend Elon. There's 2 Elon Musks, if you notice that. I'm guessing one of them is the unfiltered mode. And then Nikola Tesla. Engineering. I'm just going to say engineering. All right, let me make this a bit smaller so I can see everything. Ooh, what I would personally love to see here, Derek, is once it's done fusing, I think expanding this full screen and then we can get rid of this up top and just show us the sauce, right? With all these options, I think in a bigger form, because this feels very condensed, this scroll within a scroll right here. One minor little tweak. You're Elon Musk fused with Nikola Tesla, an engineer who runs the machine complete in the mind before touching metal, then drags it into physical reality on a countdown clock instead of a century's patience. One of you saw the rotating field hole in a Budapest park. The other reduces every rocket to its raw atoms and asks why the price is a lie. You share a contempt for impossible as a category and refusal to let money, comfort, or applause be the point. The vision is the payment, the future is the mission, and the work is the only argument. Run it completely in your head, then reduce it to first principles. Visualize the finished machine, spin it for weeks, read its wear before. Okay. Not ship an approximation before the picture in your mind and the numbers on the table are both exact. Optimistic about when. Never means lying about the mass friction. Oh, so this is an option here. Got it. Got it. I like the balanced blend. Okay. Let me just take this off screen really quickly, so I can start a new session here. Where should we test this? Hermes or OpenClaw? session. Boom. Oh yeah, that's next on my list. I have to create a new local VM on this M1 Max for demo purposes. It was so nice turning off all the VMs on this machine. I haven't deleted them all. Made backups, of course, but... Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll put it on my personal one. Ah, forget it. We'll do Hermes Agent. So let's go to profiles, create. You know what, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Rather, not the old-fashioned way, but the right way. Oh, we can't attach images or files to this, can we? We go open that SoulMD. I need to change that default to Obsidian. Keeps opening everything in brackets. This old app I used to use. All right. Yo, admin. I want to create a test agent profile. Let's call it Telon, T-L-O-N, and I have a soul for you here. Let me know if you have any questions. We don't want to give it too much responsibility. I just want to test its personality and the way it thinks. After we create this agent profile, you know, I'll swap this dashboard into that new profile and we'll just start chatting with it, see how we feel about it. I'm not sure we'll keep it on the system, but this is just a test. All right. Yeah, I need to create a demo one for both now so that I can just start testing things rather than plopping it on my main setups here. Bam. Yeah, for sure. Let's do it at the end. Because I do want to get to some ideation shortly after this one. But let's see. My application takes local software and puts on a public URL behind roles. You can run almost anything inside my app UI, and it on OpenClaw and Hermes. Application takes local software and puts on a... Okay, nice, nice. And so this is another thing I need to prep for with testing things. I'm personally not going to install anything on my daily driver, right? I would rather install it into a sandboxed VM. So that's something I might not look at today if it's built how I think it's built. I would have to test that in a sandboxed VM. But I can at least look at the landing page. All right. Cool. Cool. Where's Telon? Where's Telon? We have to hard refresh it. There he is. There he is. And you guys don't hear any background like noise or fans running, do you? Because I know with the other mic, it just wasn't as good. It didn't pick up as much. So I had to tweak it in OBS quite a bit. And this one, I know the same setup I have in Portugal, at least, it picks up a lot more background noise. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. That's why I think for me to properly start doing the roast, regardless, I'd want to have a sandboxed VM to where I test things, right? So I have peace of mind. That's why I want to be very cautious about that approach and plan accordingly, right? And I didn't have the time. This weekend was spent all migrating all of this over. And now this Hermes agent system now has 16 cores and 32 gigs dedicated to it. Overkill. OpenClaw has 16 cores, 32 gigs of RAM dedicated to it. It's awesome. It's awesome. They're not limited anyway, in any way possible. Now there's been zero errors within the desktop UI of that VM since I migrated. I did notice OpenClaw though. I had to create a self cleanup mechanism, but OpenClaw, it was doing on its first night, it opened up like, I want to say like 50 tabs. So I think originally I set it to 8 cores and it was riding about 70% of the CPU usage from everything it was doing. And then the 16 gigs of memory was almost maxed out. It's like, oh my, what is this? Like, so I created a self cleanup mechanism for anytime it uses the browser, whether it's my main agent or any other agent for that matter. And also just applied more resources towards those VMs to make sure I never have any issues, because that still leaves me with the way I configured it. That still leaves a lot of VMs that I can create, and then also using the host as not a daily driver, so to speak, but hosting local models should I choose to. I don't plan to on that machine, but I have that option. I think certain local models. Tabletop gaming, you mean like board games? Like Monopoly, those types of games? Am I understanding this correctly? Or is that a brand? Hey. Yo, happy Monday, Maestro. How we doing today? Also, I'm not sure, Terrell, if you're watching this recording, I remember 2 or 3 live streams ago, I abruptly ended the broadcast on accident when we were looking into improving the floating chat bubble. And I was looking down here off to the right and it said main, but Neo confirmed that this is the user that's in the floating chat bubble. So when you do change profiles here, it'll change here once you reload it. So I didn't have to update it. I didn't update the floating chat bubble because Neo and team said I didn't have to. It pointed that out to me, and I thought that this meant we're on default, right? But this just means that we're on the main system, right? This is the Hermes agent entire directory for this entire system, this entire setup, right? I am going to start experimenting with, on this system, creating Dockerized Hermes agent deployments to serve as my client pods, because originally I was going to co-locate them onto this system, but it makes more sense to, shout out Mr. Baker for sending me down a rabbit hole, but it makes more sense as we start to stack on more clients with that retainer. It's like, I want zero chance of client data being shared to the wrong agent, right? I want zero chance of that happening. So Morpheus is going to stay on my main Hermes agent system, and there's going to be one-way communication between him and the client pods. The client pods are going to be their own Hermes agent deployments in their own Docker environments. Hey, glad you're here. Yeah, and thanks for bringing that to my attention. Like, it's I can't. What's your, oh, there's some, man. Okay. You sure about that? So you know what? Before I go down that rabbit hole, let's go back to the default profile. I want to go back to that session really quick. Hey, appreciate you, Maestro. Okay, yeah. Nice. I know Logan Roy. Nice. I love it. Got a user with a local Foundry server running modules to their N8N so an AI agent can respond and play is D&D games from public URL and customize it completely. Foundry's Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, nice, nice. Topics is cool too. You can narrow down who you need. Yeah, I never got into D&D. Had some friends get into D&D. What did you do? I don't know. What did you do? Wait. Did I say your name? Oh, I was thanking you. I was thanking you for sending me down a rabbit hole. That's what we do around here. We send each other down rabbit holes. Nice, nice. Hey, what's the saying around here? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? There's some weird UI glitch with this, with the Hermes Agent dashboard. Interesting. Okay, it just goes. Client pods, client pods. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's got more than enough resources on that VM. I don't know. I'm just noticing this today. This wasn't an issue yesterday, so gonna have to troubleshoot that. Interesting. All right, I did a quick test, and when I messaged Elon, he thinks he's Neo. We did something wrong. I noticed this one was still set to your old favicon, but it did update there. All right, in the meantime, though, this should be up and running. There we go. Why does that have two different sizes of text? Huh. It's like I feel like the verses should be the ones highlighted as well, and not this, not just async. Profiles, child runs, durable work lanes, its own identity, default profile, and his agent. I think we also need to specify that optional to have its own gateway, right? I'm shocked Neo didn't catch that on the QA. Yep. Seems accurate. Need to improve this. Not a bad video prop though. Not a bad video prop. So one of my two videos this week, I'm going to record this because this is going to fall in line with, I think I'll post this one Saturday. And funny enough is Saturday is the day that we work on our multi-agent team for the Hermes Agent Bootcamp. Nice table here. See the current chat. I need to validate this. I mean, I would imagine they did this correctly. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. Best demo line. Wait. Why did it put this, I think, for me? Yeah, it put this here for me. This isn't this isn't useful for the end user. We're still fine tuning. My executive agent chat is there's sometimes I just need to improve them. Now that I have them on stable hardware, I'm a happy camper. So, man, yesterday I spent 5 to 6 hours in OpenClaw and another 4 to 5 hours in Hermes. Because Saturday was the migration and Sunday was more of the fine tuning, getting everything, fixing all the bugs I had been backlogging. Essentially, I had a big task on Infra Saturdays, which I create a separate list for. And it was just accumulating because something would come up over the past few weeks to where I couldn't work on certain things in the weekend, you know? 4 questions before you spawn anything. This keeps profile agents as durable owners. Give child runs, enough parent past context to succeed, and moves long work out of the fragile left turn. Creator use Hermes profile with its own soul. Config memory sessions tools. Need parallel specialist thinking. Delegate to bound sub-agent tasks. With exact parent past context. Need it to survive interruption. Use background. Okay. Delegation fails when the parent abdicates ownership. Bad pattern. Parent says research this thing. Child gets no source list. Scope. Team calls that new agent even though it has no profile or soul. Main conversation waits. No useful checkpoint. Okay. Love that. Receipts, make each work mode, return proof. So I am trimming a few of them. In my defense, only 6 of them have their own gateways. And when I say gateways, I mean always on, right? Ability to schedule crons, etc., etc. All the others, they're technically, but yeah, I get your point. I guess that that would bog it down. I'm gonna trim my marketing. Where is marketing? I'm gonna trim marketing because a lot of these were placeholders. Listen, I'm not gonna use this as a video editor, video director. I think I'm going to remove scriptwriter as well because my OpenClaw team handles that, right? So like it put a lot of these placeholders, and when I asked it to analyze all of our profiles and how many sessions have been ran, the marketing department practically has 0, right? Because we haven't been working on that. We've been doing our research and engineering lanes. One thing I did add though, Mr. Baker, I'm not sure if you've tried this. I did this last night. I haven't been able to thoroughly test it yet, but it works. I noticed that, so there's a weird UI glitch where I click it and it just keeps a blank page. And as soon as I refresh the page, it loads. Let's test that one more time. Okay, now it's gonna work just flawlessly. Great. I can't test it. Wonderful. But I added a Claude agent in the engineering lane. And anytime I want to utilize Claude models, right, since they haven't disabled the Claude-P, or let me rephrase that, since they haven't applied what they were supposed to apply on the 15th, where Claude-P commands get routed through extra usage, right, instead of your subscription, that's the workaround right now. But I'm gonna obviously update this the way this profile works once they do inevitably do that. This agent profile is now responsible for invoking Claude in the CLI. And then I also have a research agent profile for Claude as well. I just call it research-Claude, engineering-Claude, right? And these two are working. Built these last night, tested them. They're using Fable right now. It's great. It's great. So I realized though, I didn't read that last response, did I? I want him to identify as Elon. So I'm going to fix that real quick. See? So it doesn't actually take a while to load. What I have to do here, Mr. Baker, as soon as I refresh the page, it loads. So there's a weird little glitch going on in the dashboard. I don't know if a Hermes agent update will fix that. Oh, you cloned from default. Okay. Okay, great. I'll go test it. One other thing you can troubleshoot for me in the meantime, you know, on the Hermes agent dashboard, when I'm switching between tabs or profiles or clicking a plugin, sometimes the screen will go blank, but it doesn't freeze. It doesn't take a long time to load. As soon as I quickly refresh the page, the contents of that page will load. So there's some type of weird, I don't know how to explain it off the top of my head. I still haven't had a full cup of coffee yet, so hopefully that's enough to send you down the right path. All right, we'll go switch back to Elon. Yo, what's up, Duval? How we doing today? Nice, nice. Hey, I respect it, you know? But that's cool. I think at some point, though, if you want to release it, you know, you're going to have to. So this is not it taking forever. As soon as I just keep forgetting to refresh the page right away. Error session not found. Yeah, as soon as I just refresh the page, it loads. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Right there. I had to do it again. If I catch it quickly, like it just loads quick. There's just some weird little glitch in the dashboard. The field is interrupted. Okay. All right, we're getting there. I'm here to help design, debug, critique, build, research, automate, and occasionally say that requirement is fake. Delete it. What task should we give him? I have an idea, but I want to make this a community-driven thing. What task should we give him? And for anybody new, we're testing SoulClaw right now. We just fused two souls together, Elon Musk and Nikola Tesla, and we're testing it. We're calling him Elon. I know, very original. It's kind of growing on me. Can't complain. Can't complain. It's a good Monday. I'm excited for the Portugal game coming up in about 2 hours. So we're definitely going to be editing this stream about 30 minutes before so I could start prepping some lunch. I feel like I should have Elon do some market research. Build a crazy dashboard for work that's successful online. Has made things so convenient. Now I'm able to work from home without using my VPN. My boss loved it. Nice. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. That's sick. Let's do some market research. I want you to scrape Reddit, X, and LinkedIn, if possible, via browser control. Let's find pain points for SMBs and how we can solve them using AI agents. Nice, nice. Let's go. That's sick. I'd ask you more, but I don't want to ask so much to the point where you can't share. You know what I mean? But that's sick. That's sick. Now, I'm out of curiosity, your boss, was he or she skeptical to AI in general? Or is this like one of those eye openers that you're kind of like reaffirming to your boss that you're going down the right path? Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. But I love seeing people's perspectives and mindsets change when they see one of their employees, friends, family, etc. build something, build a solution. It's really cool. It's really cool. Let's see what it does. Let's see how it does. So this is all. I didn't set up any Reddit API. I actually didn't log into my LinkedIn. Actually, I think my LinkedIn account might be logged into on that VM. No, it's not. Not on this one. On OpenClaw it is. Not logged into X. So I'm curious. I'm going to have to ask, like, I know, isn't Reddit kind of difficult to get an API key for? If I'm not mistaken. Last 30 days. I think we have to use this. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to install. I don't think I've installed this skill on this Hermes Agent system yet. So let's actually duplicate, put that right next to him. And I haven't tried doing this before. Will this work? It does. No, it doesn't. It resets this one too. Dang it. Wait, let's test. Let's go sessions. No, it's still in there. Let's go and load that most recent session. For some reason it did refresh the page. Refresh. No, it seems like the work he was doing. Okay. Did he just stop doing the work? No. One session. So he is live. He's doing his thing. So we'll wait for him to load. Nice, nice. Yeah, that's cool. And I'm sure like once you start showing, you know, how you can free up more time to focus on what's most important in the business, depending on the business, right? Like, I feel like You're slowly carving yourself out a new, not only a new role, but new opportunities down the road. You might be able to see something that you can start selling to other businesses in your niche or in your industry. Just keep building, man. This is awesome. This is awesome, right? I wouldn't think too much about that, but like you're creating a set of skill sets and experience that's going to help you do something else should you choose to, right? Yeah, I just did that. I went to my default agent profile to make sure the last 30 days skill. No, I don't think I interrupted Elon. So have you tried the split screen in the dashboard? I haven't tried this before. And then keeping one on a certain agent profile. So this one says a session is live. But it's weird. It's like that session disappeared. I don't like it. It was doing a whole bunch of tool calling and work. I'm guessing this is the one. Status? Refreshed. Okay. Okay, it must have wanted to respond right as I refresh the page. So this process does work of splitting the screen. This is actually kind of dope. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can actually read this. I think I'm gonna start using this more. I haven't thought to do this before, but like, I like it. I like it. The last 30 flames? No, I haven't. Thoughts on the topic tab if you can. Let me go check. Are you talking about on SoulClaw? Topics. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, cool. I wasn't expecting this. I'm guessing as we type, yeah, it filters. Okay, great. Nice. Nice. I think it depends on the type of user you're targeting, right? I feel like this row table approach, and I guess technically not a table, just accordion row approach, it's solid. What if it was... And I don't know how you would go about that without... Hold on, before I share the thought, I want to finish thinking the thought. Like, I think it's okay for you to do interpretations of them. This might be too much work, but I'm a visual person. If these were tiles, like a 3-row tile with profile pictures of that person, again, depends on the target user for this. I think this is fine, but some type of visual might be better. And this page is now growing on me as well. Nice. Let's see. Okay. Discipline, leadership, ownership. Hey, that's funny. I was just thinking about that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to like that one. See how this works. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. No, I haven't checked that out yet. Let's go last 30 flames skill. So is it called fire? No. Last 30 flames. Is it in the skills hub here? No, I don't see it in this. Where is that skill? Duval? I'm curious. Nice, nice. And that's how I normally work with Neo as well. But for the sake of demonstrating this on live streams, like I like the idea of this. Like, this is great. This is great. Interesting. It was blocked by Hermes security scanner because the full community repo scan returned dangerous. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh. Weird overlap there. 30. Do we need any of these? Let's see. I'd imagine we need some of those. That was built for Claude code. That's actually great. Yeah, I already did this on OpenClaw, but what about Hermes? Yo, what's up, Cuban? How we doing, dude? How we doing today? I know, right? Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I saw that when he released that. I saw when he updated his GitHub about this. I want to test this at some point. Oh. Wait, did it, am I tripping or did I just close that on accident? That's a bummer. I did, didn't I? And invote. I can't spell clearly. Do not like this overlap. It's really annoying. Unknown action skill. Search. There's nothing, huh? Yeah, happy belated 4th. Yo, what's up, Calvin? How we doing today? Recently found out Llama has a native web search function. I use that for searches and URLs and use Firecrawler to extract contents. Nice. I mean, it's called last 30 days, right? Yeah. All right. So we know it's in there. Oh, there it is. Okay. I must have just had to refresh the dashboard. I hadn't tried that in a bit. I tried running ChemoFox and Firecrawl, but Google and DDG blocked my IP. I think it's because I'm on VPS. Any workarounds you can think of? Send us down a rabbit hole, Mr. Baker. In the meantime, I'm gonna take a quick bio break. BRB. All right, we are back. What is this? Nice emojis. What's going on, Sean? How we doing today? Seems to be all the sound is good. Everything, like, you don't hear any background noise. I love to hear it since we changed the mic and the setup a little bit. You know, I was supposed to be doing some ideation and prepping for the Hermes Agent Bootcamp, but now we're testing SoulClaw, which is, you know, Derek in the community. He's fine-tuned this since the last time we looked at it, and now there's the ability to fuse souls, fuse personalities. So I combined Elon Musk and Nikola Tesla, and we're testing it. Hey, good to hear. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah. It should be better. It should be more crisp. It should be more studio quality, because that other mic was technically a USB micro A or USB micro to USB-C cable, which, you know, it does the job. This one actually routes USB-C to C, and it routes through, what is it called? HDR or XDR cable. And it's got its own cloud lifter as well. So the sound should be much sharper and of higher quality. I wasn't using it enough back there. If you remember, it used to sit right there on a boom arm. Now it's right here. Yeah. Hey, let's go. XLR. Yeah. I mean, that other mic had XLR capabilities too. It was just more convenient to plug in via USB, you know. It was one of those dual Shure mics that are great for mobile. XLR. Okay. Did I say XDR? Man, too many acronyms and abbreviations, and since sound isn't like, I'm not a sound person. I have friends who are sound engineers, so I don't really need to be that guy, but I know enough. I got pinged by this app It freaked me out for a second. I thought the game just started, but it was like prepping for the game at noon. Wait, Spain hasn't conceded a single goal over 4 games? But who have they played against? Like, maybe it's more about their opponents than it is them. I don't like that. To answer your question, Sean, we were about to squirrel into soccer because, you know, but it's first run setup. How should I configure it before scraping SMB pain points? I'm just going to have you go through auto. Yeah, what a match. And also that Mexico and an England game. What a I was rooting for Mexico. What a match. I thought it was over when England scored back-to-back within a minute, you know, in the first half. But then Mexico just came back at it. They shouldn't, like, they let a goal get scored with one less man on the field. I don't know how you do that. But mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. You know? It's a bummer. It's a bummer. Did I say HDR? High def resolution. I was thinking maybe more monitor. I didn't mute. Sorry you had to hear my messed up cough. All right. Just catching up. I've honestly not had any issues using Chemofox and Firecrawl. Nice. Nice. Ooh, repurposing the old one for computer use as a mini S3 bucket. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Right on. Well, hey, thank you. I'm glad it sounds good. Glad it sounds good. And hey, the more hats you wear, the more you can charge, I hope, right? And we Canada finally lost. Never tough seeing Canada. Never thought. Typo. I'm trying to decipher it, Duval, but I can't. I'm trying to decipher it. Has Canada never won a World Cup? I was looking back. I don't think Portugal has ever won a World Cup either. I think we've placed third. But I think that was the best. Yeah. Hey, let's talk real quick though about that, because I'm noticing FIFA, maybe it's not FIFA, maybe it's just the referees of the game, but the referees of the game are answering to somebody, right? They're not fully independent. I highly doubt they are. But one thing I noticed with the Portugal versus Croatia game, extra time was plus 10 minutes. Okay, that was a long time, but there's a lot of celebrations that occurred, etc., etc. Totally understood. 10 minutes goes by. We have the lead. Another minute goes by. I was like, okay, it should end at plus 13, right? No, at plus 13, plus 14, Croatia scored a goal, but was determined offsides. Then they let it play to plus 16 instead of plus 10. I had never seen that happen. There was no explanation as to why it happened. And I'm thinking to myself, like, they're really trying to give Croatia every possible chance to win and beat Portugal. But then you go and look at the likes of Argentina. Argentina didn't last seconds past that plus 10 or plus 6 or plus 8. I forget what it was against their last match. They did not give that other team a chance, right? And then Mexico as well. I thought they were going to give Mexico a couple extra minutes, but they didn't. Like, something shady is going on there. Something shady is going on there. There's no explanation for it. Everyone's hush-hush about it. It's really messed up. It's really messed up. But I know FIFA's been known to be very corrupt. It's a very corrupt organization and like very, what's the term I'm looking for? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's probably better for that. Better that I don't, so I don't get canceled by YouTube. Spain, Portugal is going to be exciting, as well as Argentina, Egypt. I really want Egypt to go through, but then I want Argentina till the semis at least. Okay, nice. Yeah, me too. I really like. I feel like they were the better team. It's just they got outplayed by England, and now England also finished that match with one man down. It was crazy. It was a great match. Yeah. Need small. They have those like little mic stands. I think they're like 20-30 bucks. I have to wait till 240 for my Fable. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it's weird, right? Yep. Hey, Moody Booty. This is my little cousin, everybody, from Brazil. I agree. I'm not going to say the words because I don't want to get canceled, but I agree. I'm sorry Brazil didn't win. I mean, listen, you guys didn't play the best. I was actually kind of shocked by that match. Yeah. I've also seen an offsides on Argentina that was not called. Like, there's just, I mean, it's clear. It kind of reminds me of the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. The NFL will do everything in their power to hold their hand, but they can't win the games for them. But they can surely try. I feel like FIFA and Argentina have the same thing going right now. I don't know. It's possible because FIFA's making so much damn money off of the promotion of Messi and Argentina making it through to the finals. Like, I have a feeling that's related to it, but nevertheless, listen, I'm not saying Messi's a bad player. He's a good player, but I don't think we see Argentina continue this run into the next World Cup. Their team's old. Now they're like one of the few teams that are like a lot of the same people since the last cup, but they're getting old. There's no way they're going to have the same team next year. I don't think they'll have the same run, or not next year, but in 4 years. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Hey, so this is me. I'm a Niner fan. So you can understand. Like, listen, I'm not saying Kansas City Chiefs suck. Y'all are good. Y'all got a great quarterback. But what I am saying is sometimes I'm just noticing, like, all right, this is our poster boy. This is our poster child. Like, we got to treat him a little bit differently, right? That's how I feel. Just as, you know, people could argue Tom Brady as well. Like, listen, I was never a big New England fan. I've always been a Niner fan. But I saw the same thing apply to Tom Brady when he was the poster boy of the NFL, the quarterback at least. So, like, that's what I'm sharing. Like, listen, nothing but love and respect. But when you're facing the Niners and when you've beat us out of 2 Super Bowls, I'm going to feel some type of way. You know what I mean? I'm going to feel some type of way. Man. I don't know if I'll ever see the Niners win a cup or win a championship. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's rough. Messi's a good player. The only problem, he is Argentino. Yeah, I mean, compared to when I was young watching football, like some of the hits that the cornerbacks and the defensive backs would make that weren't called, that are now called on every damn play. It's like, yes, it has I mean, don't get me wrong. You still have to be very physical to play the game, but it has changed significantly due to all the rules and regulations and CTE cases and all that shit. Yeah, it makes sense. I get it, but nevertheless, let's go back. All right. Let's see what Elon found, shall we? YTDLP was missing. Make sure we have YTDLP installed so any agent can call if needed, please. That's usually like a go-to of mine. Interesting. I'm shocked that wasn't installed there system-wide. So treat this as a social web kind of past, not a complete pattern is still strong enough to aim a product wedge. Separate calendars, quoting tools, payment tools, invoicing tools. Ooh, I really wish Hermes Agent dashboard TUI had like a yellow highlighter effect for you guys. That would be a lot more enjoyable to read, wouldn't it? Oh, I got to keep that bar open so you can see the whole chat. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't. SMBs should not tolerate generic chatbot features. Like, we don't want to contribute towards bad customer service. Like, I was actually thinking about that. I'm going through a bit of a weird thing with Amazon right now. I ordered some memory for a client, and it was a big bill, right? Close to $4,000 for these chips. And I got a notification saying it was shipped, and then a few hours later saying it was delivered. Well, Amazon's customer support, a lot of it's AI driven. And bro, don't even tell me. This fool cashed out. And now he's flaming the team and the organization. Listen, there's one thing I will say about the Niners. I'm about to squirrel here. We're squirreling a lot. Kyle Shanahan has to go. I saw it early on. Listen, he's a great offensive mind, but as a head coach, I mean, he's now been responsible for 2 Super Bowl losses where both of his teams should have won. Atlanta Falcons and the 49ers, right? Like, a lot of the play calling in our dominant defensive performance against Kansas City was suspect to start the second half. It was like they were giving opportunities away. Listen, I know, I'm sure there's a lot of variables, and I'm sure every person thinks they can coach better than an NFL head coach, but Kyle Shanahan has repeatedly lost in the Super Bowl. Like, at some point, you have to place him where his strengths are, and his strengths as a head coach, I don't think they are. I just don't think they're there. I never really liked him as our head coach. I like Lynch. I like Lynch as our GM, but because what's his name? Ted York or Ned York or whatever. That when we had Jim Harbaugh, he would have led us to a championship. But there was like a feud between him, and then eventually he stepped away, right? And now John Lynch is taking over that responsibilities. And is it Ted York? I forget the dude's name. Right? Listen, man. Like, and then going back to Brandon Ayuk, they paid him so much damn money. Like, don't pay these receivers shit. Like, Mike Evans was a great ad. I love Mike Evans. You should have paid Mike Evans that type of money, not Brandon Ayuk, somebody you trained and brought up, and just because he had a decent year, you're about to pay him like he's a top wide receiver. Get the fuck out. Don't pay him like he's Justin Jefferson. Like, what is going on here? Like, Ayuk was never that special. He was a very gadget-oriented player. Like, he's not a WR1. He's not a WR1. Fight me on that. He's not a WR1. I don't care what you say. We overpaid him, and that was the office's fault. I don't know who's responsible for that in an organization, but I'd imagine that the head coach and the general manager have some say in it. I don't know why they pulled for him so badly. They should have just dropped him, like we just dropped, didn't we drop Jennings? Listen, Jennings was a great player, but I think he wanted too much. I think he's better off going to another team. I think we're fine with Ricky Vercel. I forget how you pronounce that name. And then some of the newer guys we have with Mike Evans. Like, I think our wide receiver core is better than it's been in 5 years. Man, why'd Debo have to go? I really love Debo. Anyway, I digress. We've squirreled way too much here, but that's what we do on this channel. He's the last 30-day skill. My Hermes agent couldn't get the LinkedIn or Reddit search to work. Interesting. I'm about to verify whether or not we got ours to work. We'll see. Yeah. I mean, it is Tom Brady. And he did put on an amazing performance, but at the same time, I remember watching that game. I remember where I was. I remember everything about it, because I also won a good amount of money on it from DraftKings. So I was, watching every damn play, every damn second. And like, I mean, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. There were certain play calls that gave the ball back when they should have just been running down the clock. That's like another thing is Kyle Shanahan gets too cute. And instead of doing what's tried and true, run down the freaking clock, be better at game management, he will make decisions, because I highly doubt his quarterbacks are calling these audibles, to then stop the clock, giving the ball back, ending up and giving the ball back, giving more time on the clock to the other team. He's notorious for that. Listen, I'm a diehard Niner fan, but I think we give Kyle Shanahan one more chance. And if he fails, he gets fired. Simple as that. Replace him. Keep Lynch. Get rid of Shanahan. Like, I think that's the move. Yeah. Did he really? Out of nowhere? I mean, Jaden Daniels had that great year, and then he backed it up with just a mediocre year with injuries and whatnot. I think he needs to put some weight on him. He needs to get bigger because he was getting injured too much last season. He sat out way too many games last season for Washington to make any type of run. Although, who was their backup? Oh, it was Mariota, right? I met Mariota, fun fact, in 2014 at the Heisman Award ceremony. Met him. Who else? It was like the three main dudes. Amari Cooper, which I wasn't that excited about because I knew he was going to Oakland. Who was the third dude? It was a running back. I forget his name. Listen. I know this is an AI channel, but we squirrel on these live streams. These live streams are not just AI focused. Sometimes something comes up in chat and it really grinds my gears. When you talk about the Niners, it's going to grind my gears. I'm curious. Who here watches the NFL? What's your favorite team? Drop a comment below. I'm just very curious about where everyone's allegiance lies. And we'll continue on testing out Elon here. Yeah. Yeah. And that's how I honestly packaged a few of the pain points that we're addressing for this new client. It wasn't about this. It was about specifics. Because through our 4-hour meeting, I discovered a lot of significant pain points where we can actually help. But I had to take that time to go through that initial audit, that initial talk, right? Yeah, I feel like this is so commonly like used and talked about that doesn't interest me. Someone else is already leading the way there. I'm not gonna like try to compete. Unified work and take inbox, paying customer requests arrive through email, SMS, WhatsApp, Instagram, website forms. Agent normalizes all inbound work into one queue. Dedupes customers. Ooh, this is actually kind of cool. We're kind of building something similar, but it's not necessarily from customer requests. It's more so documentation related. But I like this. I like this one. Scheduling plus customer context copilot. Yeah, this is great. I mean, this does at some level require human elements, but yeah, I wouldn't touch that one. Invoicing, payment follow-up agent. I mean, a lot of these like Stripe, a lot of these platforms have this built in already natively. So bookkeeping, receipt, expense admin. Yep. Customer support with real escalation. This I feel like is where, like, I'm for it, but I'm against it because I believe that customer support and customer service in most all businesses are paramount, right? Is paramount. It's like the second you start to save money on providing the best possible customer service or customer support shows you don't care about the customer, right? And I'm starting to notice this. People want to outsource their customer support like they're Dell, like they're Amazon. Listen, you have to get to that scale before that savings matters. I think when you're small and starting out, like I think the customers should be your focus. So why would you outsource customer support? Outsource parts of it, sure. But the human element, I think, is very, very important. So I wouldn't even pursue that. I'd pursue this with a caveat of like making sure it's only parts of the pipeline and not the entire pipeline. Does that make sense? So owner daily briefing, operations feed. I mean, this is pretty standard, but this is a fun experiment for anybody, right? When they're first dipping their toes, just create a daily briefing. Daily briefing will start to teach you how to create automations and how to teach your agents to think and work, right? It's a great first start with any AI agent system is just create a daily briefing mechanism and then fine tune it and improve it. Sharpest positioning, AI automation for SMBs. So this is an analysis, but where's Telon's take? I don't feel like I get a sense of Telon's personality here. Offering packaging that could sell local service AI agent. Okay, owner inbox. Invoice Chase agent. I wonder if Chase Bank would come after us with that name there. Morning briefing agent, customer support escalation agent. Again, yeah. Like, listen, these are super surface level suggestions. I'd want to get a little bit more detailed with the next level of research on that skill. AI front desk for high ticket local. It's the cleanest ROI, the most visceral pain. Pizza need tech or yep. I'm honestly, so I'm doing this for the construction industry personally. I think I've shared with it on this channel. I prefer working with GMs, general contractors. Pretty much just the construction. They're just straight to the point. There's no bullshit. Payments don't show up late. There's no excuses. There's no haggling. What they say is what they do, and they respect the similar treatment. So that's where I'm niching down personally. And I plan on doing this in about 6 months. Possibly I might wait till the spring because I already have a second retainer lined up. We're just waiting to start. So I'm between this channel and these two retainers, I have a lot going on, and Clearmud is now finally becoming my full time. I don't have to trade my time 1 for 1, hour for hour, side projects, all that. That's done moving forward, which is an awesome feeling. But at the same time, now I'm structuring this retainer in a way where I can scale to 10 clients. 10's my target. I'd love to hit it this year, but I'm a practical person. That's not happening this year, right? But it'll happen by the end of next year for sure. I have no doubt in my mind. With how I'm niching down and with the pain points I'm solving, we'll get there, no problem. But I really want to do this for new GCs and construction companies within the Bay Area and even expand into Sacramento as well. As for the last 10 missed late leads, not opinions about AI. Prototype one agentic workflow with human approval. Okay. Caveats. Okay. X and Twitter was unavailable due to missing cookies API. YouTube was unavailable. LinkedIn was accessed through public. Okay. All right. What can I do to help improve that? Is it a matter of just me logging into my Twitter account and LinkedIn account on the VM so you can use browser control? And then I did install YTDLP system-wide for you. All right, let me catch up. I've been out of the loop. I need to start doing my research. I did my commissioner duties for my league, but Did they already move, or are they planning a move out of the state? Aren't they going to Indiana or something? Ah, okay. Okay. Nice, nice. Ah, man. Listen, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. But some of my childhood friends are Raiders fans. And listen, we're great friends, best of friends. But the amount of shit talking that occurs, I'll refrain from doing that with you. May the squirrel be with you. Hey, we might have to t-shirt. We may have to merch this. That's hilarious. May the squirrel be with you. May the squirrel be with you. Wow. That's a great hashtag. That's a great hashtag. Listen, that's actually a catchy acronym, but I feel like may the squirrel be with you spelled out on a t-shirt in small text right here, forcing somebody to look in and zoom and focus their attention. I appreciate you. Is it only 5 likes? I don't really pay attention, to be honest. I don't. Listen, one thing you notice with me that you don't get here, I don't tell you to smash the likes. I don't trade likes for push-ups, likes for entertainment. I'm not that type. If you enjoy the stream, hit like at your own free will. Now, on the free boot camp, however, depending on how many viewers we have, I will not start the boot camp until everybody likes it. There are going to be certain things when we're putting so much time and energy into those types of live streams and boot camps. Yes, I'll be more aggressive with it. But when we're casually hanging out Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, when there's no boot camp scheduled, listen, we're here to chill. We're here to learn. We're here to vibe. And we're here to grow. Not to sound all cheesy, Stripe made a skill for Hermes Agent. Nice. I mean, I've just been having my Hermes Agent call Stripe CLI. Does all the work. Be curious to see what that skill's all about. Yeah. I'm guessing this was about my customer support rant. Yeah, it is. It is. Appreciate you. That's just not what I'm here for. This is just not what I'm here for. And it's also my belief that, listen, no offense if you watch any of those, but it's like, if you stick around for those types of live streams, chances are you're not my target audience to begin with, right? You're not a business owner in most all cases, right? Business owners wouldn't sit through those types of streams. They'd be like, this is so stupid and ridiculous, I'm out, right? Like, I have a specific target audience, right? Listen, I'm not going to put on a mask or put on a show for you. I am who I am. I am who I am right now. I am who I am off camera. Like, I'm the same exact person, right? In my long form videos, yes, sure. I try to make sure my verbiage is PG friendly. I'm very formal. I definitely have a certain intro and outro, but that's because long forms are slightly different, right? But what you see is what you get with me. And I'm not going to entertain you. That is not my goal. My goal is to be of service. And I'm going to sound like a broken record to most everybody here, but if you're new, you're in the right place. Oh, also, everybody who's in the Discord, have you checked out the Discord recently? Let's see. Okay. I mean, I think one workaround here, instead of API keys, would be me just logging into all these platforms in the browser for you to control, no? Isn't that like a great budget-friendly workaround? What are your thoughts here? Not in the last few days. What was I talking about? Please confirm you have access to that tool calling, because I believe Chromium should already be installed. If it's not, I can have our system admin do it now. Okay, I'll do this. I'm gonna have to do this off air because I want to continue down my kind of ideation plan for today. So we're gonna have to test Elon a little bit further, Derek. I'm gonna keep him installed for now. Maybe he earns a spot on my team. I don't know yet. We're about to find out. But I do want to kind of switch gears here. Oh, hey now. Open episode kit. Oh, nice. Nice detailed. Oh, what is this scroll within a scroll, though? I do not like that. All right. Open episode kit. This is actually great material for us to just follow along. Huh. Wow, Neo did a great job QAing this. We could always run the learn command right now if we want to test. I mean, this is just... I used to honestly put these two in the same category, a skill and a workflow template. To me, those are one and the same or can be used for the same thing. Huh. Workflow to skill conversion, decide whether a capture workflow deserves a skill. This is actually a far more... what's the term I'm looking for? This is just a smarter approach. I love this. Love the examples. Okay. Wow, this is actually turning out to be a great kit for people to follow. I think we just need to improve this part here. I'm actually curious, what does everybody think about this landing page? Part of me feels like this episode flow doesn't need to be here because you see it here, or maybe we leave it there, make it look like a left to right pipeline, but then remove it here. Like this, these are just kind of noise up here, right? It's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's go to our executive assistants chat, have Muddy do some work, and then have Neo QA that work. Grab some screenshots here. All right, I've attached some screenshots for you. I'm noticing that sometimes when I open a brand kit, depending on the tab I select, you can see the scrolls off to the right. There's like a scroll within a scroll. If anything, there should only ever be one scroll. There should never be a frame within a frame. So fix what you got to fix to resolve that. Now, the headers of the pop-up episode kits, I don't think we need to show the flow, because we show that in the section before you click, right? And then I also screenshotted below a thumbnail what you show as far as the workflow. You just number it 1 through 6. I would prefer to see this in a timeline approach within the same width. So left to right, the general flow of that episode. Make sense? Muddy, handle the work. Neo, QA his work. That is actually kind of brilliant. Should we? Should we? Do we have Grok OAuth or XAI for that matter? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Listen, I'm happy with the general flow of this one, so I'm not going to spend too much time trying to reinvent the wheel. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it's good enough. I just want to kind of change this episode flow. I feel like I don't know what this is for. I get it, but I feel like it's too many visuals. I might tell it to remove these tags as well and just have the kit. This should be cleaned up as well. So we'll see what it does on this next pass. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Time is it. All right. Got to make sure I don't lose track of time here. I feel like everyone in the audience would tell me. Could be wrong. Vercel, I'm guessing it's VO. Is it this one, Derek? Oh, this is actually a great looking dashboard. Love that. I would want to change some of this, but solid. Landing pages. Ooh, this is actually really cool. Ooh. I really like this for a labs landing page. Huh. I really like this for Labs OS's landing page to promote it. And then obviously once you sign in, it takes you to a slightly different look and feel, but ooh. Wow. I'm gonna have to, I'm just gonna open that in a new tab and throw that into do, because that is definitely something we're gonna be recreating. Yeah, I use it for certain things, depending on the project. Oh, dark mode. I don't even think... I think this is based off of system time. So it's going to default to light mode? I don't see an option to toggle dark mode here. Sorry. Oh, is it Vercel? Templates. Okay, here's another template. Yeah. So VO and Vercel, like VO is kind of like the lovable, the replit for Vercel, if you will. Nice, nice. Listen, I might be able to improve that page. Let's see. Use case. I guess we're technically marketing it. Let's start there. Oh, not micro front end. Marketing sites. I feel like education as well, but I don't see an education option. Drupal. That's an OG. Was it Drupal? Eve Slack agent. Interesting. Endless forms. Interesting. Content agent. I don't use Slack enough. I should probably set up a Slack for Clearmud at some point. Okay, so I need to uncheck AI because it's just going to start giving me random tools based on marketing. It's actually super simple and clean. I like that a lot. Super simple and clean. I'm eventually going to do a redesign on Clearmud.ai. It's just not a priority right now. I love how clean this is. Yo, what's up, Vive? How we doing today? No, we should have OAuth, no problem. Here's what I want to do. For our new agent Elon, I want him to operate off of XAI OAuth. OAuth should be accessible. Handle that for me and just let me know what link to visit and what device code to give you. And make sure you assign his model for me as well. Whoops. Cancel. I feel like if anything, this should be full width. And then this needs to cut in to only be as wide as the top menu bar. All right, some notes to add as well for the general flow of this landing page. So the hero header, the contents of it should be full width. And then the contents below it should be a little bit more narrow. It should line up with the logo in the nav header, as well as that endpoint off to the right for the light dark mode toggle. It currently expands a little bit further past that, right? Very minor detail, but I'd love it to be aligned with those two lanes there. Add this to your list. Don't stop what you were doing before, please. All right. Uh-oh, what rabbit hole? Oh, ha. See, I get sent down a rabbit hole and I don't like... don't even realize it's a rabbit hole until it's too late. Yes, you have, sir. You sure have. But my system admin is handling everything for me, so all good. Yeah. just take that off screen while I finish this. Copy. Boom, boom, boom. Device authorized. All right, we are back. I need to figure out why it's doing that. So I think we're going to select this one for interest. Oh, that's because it's a live stream. Got it. So we'll still schedule this for Saturday. Should probably revisit those thumbnails. We can dial those in today as well, because I think Wednesday is going to be all 5-6. Man, it's a busy week. And then I'm at a client's office on Thursday all day. And then we kickstart boot camp on Friday into the weekend. All right. Oh, we were way scrolled up there. What is this unknown? What do you mean I don't have access to this channel? Interesting. All right, Muddy's doing his work, so we'll just wait patiently. So is Grok build 1 the right model? Yes, maybe we'll... Yeah, wait. Isn't 4.3 the one we want? Okay, specific. I mean, it makes sense for it to be build coding model. Got it. I mean, for it to be that cheap, though, it's kind of crazy. For everything except code, audio, image, and video, the most intelligent. Okay. Wasn't there other models? Where's the table view here? Yeah, I'd imagine we want 4.3 as that brain, right? Hey, yeah, of course. Forgive all the squirreling. Hope you have a great start to the week. And we'll make sure that when we start doing it, I'll test Elon further, right? I'm not going to remove him immediately. I want to test him a little bit. So we'll see how he goes. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Oh, too many requests for team and model Grok. Your team's rate limit. I haven't used it at all. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm gonna pull this off screen. Yo, what's up, Mythos? Yeah, really though. I feel like we're gonna say the same thing about GPT 5.6. I'm really hoping they drop it the day of or the day after they pull Fable from subscription access. Okay. Yo, what's up, Corey? Happy Monday. How we doing today? Happy belated, happy 4th, happy 250th. That's kind of crazy to think about. But it's also an eye-opener into how young of a country we are, because most countries are thousands of years old. You know, we're only 250 years old as a country in the States. It's kind of, that's young. We're babies. Yeah, it's set to OAuth, right? Like, huh. I mean, I guess I'm not using Grok. Like, did I not enter this incorrectly? I mean, it is doing its thing. My local pub is older than your country. Yeah, me too. I selfishly hope it's Wednesday because I don't live stream on Tuesdays. But if it is tomorrow, I'll record a video on it quickly because tomorrow's a big filming day for me. But now I also have to go do some real life responsibilities tomorrow as well. So it's like, I'll be able to film for the morning though, up until noon. And then I gotta leave. Yeah. True. I mean, good point. Yeah. That's wild. That's wild to think about. Man, what I would give to be 30 again. Ah! It's true. The older you get, the more you realize. We won't get into a philosophical talk. I digress. I used to work for a company that was founded in 1689. That's actually kind of wild. Go check this. Okay, it's not done yet. Yeah. Right? Oh, dang. Okay. So you're East Coast. I'm going to take a wild guess and say you're East Coast. It's also at the same time, like, I'm excited because regardless of your age, you have the same opportunities that they have. They just have more time, right? But the opportunities are still there. It's just how much time can we dedicate towards those opportunities? Obviously, when you're in your early 20s, you have a lot of time to experiment. Hey, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Ah, okay. Right on. Nice. So not as far east as I thought. But, I mean, you're close enough to literally one of the oldest NFL teams, right? I know this because when I was in Minnesota for a conference, I went to your... what's the name of that field for the Vikings? I'm having a brain fart right now. But I ended up driving to Wisconsin. I went to Green Bay. It was the most amazing thing. I was in this like high school town, it felt like, farm town, and then all of a sudden this massive stadium appears right next to right across from the college. It's crazy. Not even college, high school, right? It's such a crazy little town over there. Like, football is its culture. Yeah, true. Hey, facts right here. 110%. US Bank, yes. It was like right there. It was at the top of mine. It was I knew it was a bank. I wanted to call it One Bank, but that didn't ring. Yeah, I wouldn't call it the Metrodome. I don't think I'm local enough. I just call it the US Bank Stadium. But isn't it new, right? Isn't the Metrodome? Did they rebuild that stadium on top of the old one? Or did they, like most NFL stadiums, or stadiums for that matter, they'll build it in parallel, right? Rather than improving an old one from the foundation. But I'm not sure about the US Bank Stadium. All right. Now, as much as I want to vibe with Fable on this one, this is for the video we're recording. And I'm not going to show that off. I might just save the usage for recording these long form videos. Unless you guys want to see me build something with Fable right now. Say the word. We have about... we only have about another 20 minutes before I end stream. So... maybe it's best just to wrap up this bootcamp work. Ah, okay. Collapse in the winter from 2.0. Yikes. So then they just rebuilt it in place of it? I'm guessing. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Save the usage. Do it. Do it. Do it. I mean, I don't mind building something, but realistically, we only have 18 minutes to build it before I have a hard stop. I want to go prep lunch before this game. I don't want to end the stream right when the game's starting, you know? Because I want to spend some time in the kitchen. Get all the food in order. Oh, I knew I forgot to do something this morning. I might have to go to the store. Dang it. I was going to make some fry bread, but I didn't prep it. So I might just go get a fresh loaf of olive bread. Damn. Yeah, might have to do that. I'll have time. Okay. No, you didn't. Okay, you did this part. Great. Open episode kit. Outcomes. I mean, honestly, like, what do you guys think? I think these tiles are too much fluff too. I think we just remove them and get straight into the kit, right? Like, just get straight into the sauce. What are we doing here? Right? Like, yeah. Like, what are we doing here? I don't see the point for this at all. Also, on each kit, when you pop up, like, I feel like these modules are kind of pointless too. Like, let's just get straight into the sauce, right? Like, it shows the episode 1 kit, for example, the name, the subtext, and then we get straight into the options, right? Like, I don't think we need all this fluff. If anything, move the resource number 2 of 6, 1 of 6, etc. along the same line as episode number, kit, and the title off to the right. Maybe that's the only thing we keep from there. Please apply to all kits. Thank you. And don't, this should go without saying, but don't stop what you were doing. Add this to your list. All right. So that is coming along. The one I wanted to go look at most here. So we don't have to create columns. I'm not sure why it's telling us to do this. It comes pre-built with its own columns. I think it's more about this is more important. All right, Neo, I also want you to QA all of the episode kits and resources, but one that caught my eye is episode 4, fine-tuning and Kanban. The Kanban setup, I mean, by default, the Kanban comes with its own columns. We don't have to create columns manually. So I'm not sure why you're suggesting this. I'll analyze every tab in a bit, but that's one that stood out that feels unnecessary to be there. Please correct me if I'm wrong, right? If you think it should be there, explain why. All right, I'm queuing that response. I'm not going to send it yet. I'm going to wait for all the existing work to be done between the two of them. But it's coming along. As soon as, I mean, this should be fixed soon. This should align with this. This should go full width. I'll probably add a background image to that as well. I guess I'm happy with the thumbnails for now. I don't see any point in changing them. 1 looks good. 2 looks solid. 3 looks great. Why not? And 4 is probably the one I would improve on a little bit. But solid for now. Yeah. All right. Oh, Poly Market. Good old insight. I mean, hey, this is a great place to like anticipate things for sure. July 9th. So Thursday. Sounds like I'm going to do an impromptu Thursday live stream. Maybe. Oh, no, I can't. I'm at a client office all day Thursday. Shucks. Of course it would be released on a day where I can't even, I'm not even going to touch a terminal. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, GPT. All right. Has it? Okay. I mean, I think it's more useful when all of a sudden it spikes with no news, no nothing. That usually means an insider knows something. Like we saw that happen with Fable coming back. It just all of a sudden spiked. Some insider, somebody knew something before the public, right? And they knew the date or a rough estimate of the date. So when you see that sudden spike, that's where it's like, if there's no correlating news to validate the spike, that's insiders 110%. Like, I feel like I would trust that more than a gradual increase of just like random little news snippets contributing towards a guess or a certain percentage for a certain day. But also, listen, as with anything in life, with gambling like that, like nothing's a sure bet, nothing's a sure win. So please do not like take what I just said as like truth. That's just my observation. That's just an observation. That's all. All right. Now, if you're watching this live or watching the recording, I'm curious. I want to get a head count. Who here is tuning in to the boot camp? Who here is excited for the boot camp? Just put one in chat. Just one. I just need to see ones. Yo, what's up, Vic? How we doing today? We are keeping today short. Portugal game starts in about 40 minutes. So I'm going to cut off here in about 10 minutes to start prepping some lunch. Go run to the store real quick. Yo, what's up? What's up? Today we vibed a little bit. We peeked into SoulClaw, which somebody in the community built, Derek. We fused 2 souls into one. I started testing it in Hermes. We squirreled a bit. We've talked football. We've talked soccer. I went off on a Niner rant. I went off on a FIFA rant. We're fine-tuning the bootcamp curriculum, right? Like, it's just been a fun day. We just been vibing. Mondays is normally my ideation day. But today I didn't do much ideation because I already know that this one I've prepped here. I've already prepped a prop for it. This is one of my 2 videos I'm going to record this week, which I'm going to schedule for this one to launch on Saturday, which is going to be actually the same day we do this episode 2 of the bootcamp, which is going to cover everything discussed in this prop. I honestly didn't plan this. This is just like happening this way because Thursday's video is either going to have to be the Fable continuation from last week where we actually deploy GEO extension, or I'll squeeze in a GPT 5.6 video if they launch it on Wednesday. Then I'll have time. I mean, if they launch it tomorrow, even better, right? I'll have more time. But if they only launch it on Thursday, chances are I don't know if I would have a GPT 5.6 video out this week. I guess I could always reschedule the agents, sub-agents, and async video to next week and then squeeze in GPT 5.6 on Saturday. But given that we're hosting this bootcamp Friday through Monday, I really want to focus all my time and attention into the bootcamp. So like, I'm not going to try to record anything in parallel on those days. I want to have all my videos done for the week by Thursday or by Wednesday night. I almost thought it was Tuesday already. Yeah, by Wednesday night, I want both videos recorded, done. That way I can schedule them first thing Thursday morning before I head to the client's office. Okay, nice, nice. Cool. Right on. Let's go. Let's go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I remember, Corey. We're going to do our best to be as thorough as possible. And then I have a feeling we'll do like a follow-up episode. You know, I have a feeling I'm going to want to do an episode 5, but I'm not going to schedule it for Tuesday, right? I'm going to want a day off, if I'm being honest. But if I'm being brutally honest, like, next Tuesday, after we're done with the boot camp, I'm going to have to record videos for the week, right? So I don't really get a day off per se, but a day off from live streaming, is going to be necessary that Tuesday for sure. But maybe we, kick off in episode 5 of the boot camp for anything that comes to mind a few days after we end it. Maybe there's ways we can improve it. Maybe there's a recap episode we can do that I probably should have done. It was a lesson learned from OpenClaw. Not only a lesson from the comments of people saying, would love a recap, but also just me realizing how valuable a recap would be. Man. If you asked me yesterday, I would have said Mexico and Portugal. But as we all know, Mexico has lost and eliminated. So I mean, FIFA probably wants it to be Argentina and France. That's not necessarily what I want it to be or think it'll be. But all signs, if you look at any sports betting books and any prediction markets, I mean, I feel like France and Argentina are the 2 top teams to make it to the final. But my predictions, let's see. Hold on. Let me go look at a bracket real quick. I love the squirrel. Let me thoughtfully go look at this because I feel like I've watched enough games now at this point to get a good sense. I think Norway and Argentina make the semifinals. I know that might be an obvious one, but Norway and Argentina, I think, make the semifinals. And then, listen, I'm sorry if you're French, but forget French. Forget France. I want to see Morocco and Portugal in the semifinals. And then the finals, let's see Portugal and Norway. I'm mixing it up a little bit. Listen, it probably won't happen, but you know what? I wouldn't be mad at a Portugal-Norway matchup in the final. Why not? I think Argentina and Colombia playing. I mean, I'd love to see Egypt win too. Like, I'm all for rooting for underdogs all day, every day. I love that. Yeah. On today's red card reverse? What are you talking about? How do I keep myself on a schedule? What do you mean? Exactly. I mean, I plan things out for sure. I don't always host these boot camps on weekends, so this is definitely going to be a very unique week. July is also a month that I started my first, not my first, but my first of its kind, a retainer for a rather large contract and client. It's now the only type of work I'm taking moving forward. So that kicked off this month. So a lot of it's just planning and rinse and repeat, troubleshooting, figuring out what works day to day, right? I can better answer that though. A lot of it is just reflecting on the day and reflecting on the week and improving with each week, each passing day, trying to find a way to become more efficient. You know, one thing I can do better of is waking up a little bit earlier. But that starts the night before, and the night before I've been staying up way too late working on things. That's shifting very soon. It's a necessary evil right now, but a lot about waking up early in the morning has to do with what time you go to bed at night and how you prep. You know, it's like that old saying, I forget who said it, but a morning routine always starts the night before. It doesn't start the morning. It doesn't start when you wake up. It's always the night before. Oh, did they really? No way. No way. I read some headline about USA red card, but I just read the first line and I thought, I'm not going to click this article. There's no way. Did they really reverse it or did they request? Did they appeal? Trump lobbied to FIFA to lift the ban. Listen, if they lift the ban because of this, I feel like FIFA's on its way down. Did it legitimately get reversed? I don't see any confirmation that it was actually reversed. I just see conversation around red card system in disarray over FIFA and Belagan decision. Okay, just give me the damn answer. Oh, so he was reinstated. So they did reverse it. For sure, for sure. Wow. Wow. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Oof. Weren't we talking at the beginning of the stream on how corrupt the FIFA organization is? I mean, we didn't need any more proof. Here's our proof. All right. All right, y'all. This has been fun. It's time for me to switch gears. I want to go cook some lunch before that Portugal Spain game, which should be a good one. Should be a tough one for us. May the better team win. And yeah, so listen, we'll be back at it Wednesday, same time for the live stream. Hopefully, it's going to be a GPT 5.6 waiting room. I guess we'll know in a day or two, right? Otherwise, we start our Hermes Agent bootcamp on Friday, and then we stream every single day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Very excited for this week. It's going to be a jam-packed week. We're going to be at... Oh, man, did you guys hear that outside? Or is my noise suppression working? I'm very curious. That was loud. That'll be a great test for this mic. I'm very curious if you guys heard any banging outside. Yeah, I see it too. I see it too. I see it too. Yep, worked. Hey. Likewise, hey, thanks for being here. I love seeing familiar faces come in and hang out. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. So the mic is not picking up everything. That's wonderful. So the noise suppression filter I added is doing well on the software side of things. Good, 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 good. I feel like before my noise suppression filter, you would have been able to hear everything. You would have been able to hear this heater, the fan over there. Like you would have been able to hear everything. It was great for ambient noise, but not necessarily great for paying attention to one voice. Right? So, hey, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Maestro. Thank you, Cuban. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Duval. Thank you, Lahiri. Thank you, Yunder. Thank you, Vic. Thank you, Mr. Baker. And I can't keep scrolling up. Thank you to everybody who took the time to hang out on their Monday. As I mentioned, we'll be back at it Wednesday with another live stream. This week's videos, Thursday and Saturday, our long forms go live, and then we start our boot camp on Friday. So I'll make sure that this bootcamp landing page is live by the end of the day. If you're curious, just go to clearmud.ai, click bootcamp at the top. It will go live this evening, right? It's currently on a wait list, or not a wait list, but coming soon page. So just stay tuned if you want access to this as well. I know, right? Noise suppression for the win. All right. Thanks, y'all. Hey, Sharma made it through the end of a live stream. Look at who's leaving first this time. Thanks for staying up so late, Sharma. Appreciate you. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. Have a good rest of your day.